What's good, y'all? Elite live streams. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys have been having a great week. My week's been amazing. I haven't been back, but I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot going on. As you guys know, I run my own business. So business comes first. And then I go ahead and cook y'all on social media right after. So salute. I'm so excited to be here today, man. I'm super energized. I feel great. There's been a lot of things to talk about, y'all. And we're going to talk about it tonight because, of course, I've been gone. So a lot of things have happened, but now I'm back and I can give my commentary on what's been going on. So salute everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into it, y'all. Thank you all so much. Hey, and salute to all the new subscribers, man. Y'all been coming through heavy, man, heavy. So thank you all. Appreciate the new subscribers. And if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are back. So first things first, right? We got to talk, right? And so first thing, you know, I've been seeing this kind of going around the interwebs and, you know, a lot of circulation, right? Everybody's been talking about kind of just what's going on with Black Americans, what's going on with how we've been moving lately. And I just wanted to make sure that we bring stories that we are staying on task, okay? Keeping our eyes on the prize, man. We got to make sure that we are staying locked in. And for the better part, there's a lot of stories that represent that, right? So hold up. Let me bring this up for y'all so we can make sure to bring it here. Boom. Let's talk about the brother, right? My brother, Nathan Martin, right? Everybody knows I'm a former track athlete, so I love these stories. I love to see Americans killing it on the track and field. Maybe it be in marathons, maybe it be sprinting, maybe it's jumping. Any of the track and field, I'm all about it because I just enjoy the sport. I've been, you know, a big proponent of it. Ran track myself, you know what I'm saying? Former San Gabriel League champion. Let's not forget. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the brother Nathan Martin. He just went ahead and won the Los Angeles Marathon, man. This was a major feat because everybody knows, you know, the Los Angeles Marathon is probably one of the most prestigious marathons in long distance running that is out there. Nathan Martin being one of the first Americans to win this in I don't know how long, especially in the men's section. So it was great to kind of see him triumph. It was great to see him take over. It was great to see him keep his eyes on the prize, right? He was able to make it happen. He took it to the next level. He had that very last kick that just shocked, okay? This shocked the entire track and field world. The whole long distance community was totally thrown off. This guy came out of nowhere to them, but if you do your research, he's been on the radar. He's been on the market for a very long time, and he's been doing his thing for a very long time. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch, okay? We're going to watch the actual race, okay? And then we're going to kind of do a little commentary because this was a great moment in the Foundation of Black American History. It's right after Foundation of Black American History Month, but we got to make sure that we bring this up for y'all just so you guys can understand. You know, I saw Tariq, he made a great point in that this is a great metaphor, right? A great metaphor for how foundational Black Americans never give up. We always keep our eyes on the prize. We're always pushing even till the last moment. And everybody knows if you are a track runner, if you've ever ran track, you never stop. You run through the finish line. You make sure that you keep your eyes on the prize and you never give up. That is the spirit of foundational Black Americans, y'all. We are the heartbeat of people who never stop. We are the heartbeat of determination. We are the heartbeat of grit. We are the representation of overcoming obstacles, okay? And this guy represented that, man. So let's take a look, because you guys can even listen to the commentary on this one, right? So this is the actual finish line video right here, okay? So as you can see, you got the Kenyan brother. He's almost at the finish line. He thinks he's got it. And then you'll see brother Nathan Martin come right behind him and say, nope, I'm taking that. This is mine. I want this more than you do. The determination, right? The focus, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about today, because foundational Black Americans, man, we got to stay focused. Okay. We got to keep our eyes on the prize, because what we're seeing right now is a direct attack on our lineage, a direct attack on the delineation movement, a direct attack on who we say that we are. Okay. We're proving it every single day. So now we got to show y'all who we are, right? We got to sometimes pop out and show.
Right, look at that. Oh, no,
so look at this.
He's looking at 2:25.17 in at the Marathon Project.
And as you can tell right here, he starts to slow up. You can see he starts to slow up. The fatigue is starting to set in, right? Because he thinks he's got it. He thinks he got it in the bag. He thinks it's all good. He's ready to take that finish line. And guess what?
By 2 seconds.
Okay, how close is Michael from here? Is he within eyesight from us?
He's in the last. I don't know.
Here he comes.
Now look. There's brother Nathan, right? You see him coming through, stalking him, right? Coming through the back end, ready to take that lead. He is not giving up. Now watch how quickly he closes this gap, right? Look how quickly he closes the gap. Look at that.
Michael Kamau.
Closing. He thought he got it. He's closing. Look at Martin. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. That's what this is all about, man. This is why sports is such a metaphor for life, because this is the representation of never giving up. Okay, even at the last moment, look at the determination on his face. He is not stopping. He wants this bad. Okay, and that is a part of who we are. It is in our DNA as foundational Black Americans to never give up. We see the finish line. We see that there's somebody in front of us. Our competitive spirit takes over. Okay, the ancestors are pushing him, right? They're pushing him to the finish line. Look at this. Look at his face. Give me that. Give me that. I want that. I want that more than you do. Okay, and look at him laying on the floor, defeated. All right, a representation, right? This was a metaphor, y'all, for who we are as a people. Right. And that's why you see so many people from the diaspora getting so upset that foundational Black Americans are reacting to this, that foundational Black Americans are bringing this to the forefront. And we have something to say, because this is how we do it. This is how we move. OK, if there is an obstacle in our way, we are relentless in reaching our goals. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at the closing speed. Look at the face. Look at the determination. Give me that.
Oh my gosh.
Give me that.
Wow. It is a
Give me that.
finish for
photo finish
of the 2026
all right,
LA Marathon
the one right there. Salute to brother Nathan Martin. Okay, salute. You understand, like, if you've never ran track, if you've never been on that track, if you have never ran in your life, you don't understand the determination, the grit that it takes to finish through the line. Okay, to make yourself more, okay, pushing yourself to the absolute limit. All right. And brother Nathan looked like he still had something left, didn't he? He ran through that line strong, up tall, his head high. All right. This is a representation of who we are as foundational Black Americans. Put that American flag over your champion. All right. The champion, the one. All right. First place. Everything else doesn't matter. Okay. Salute to brother Nathan, because he went out there and he put it on the line. He didn't stop. He didn't get tired, because he knew that this was more important to him than it was to his opponent, right? That is a total mentality of who we are as a people. And that's why I think for us, we're going to get behind this imagery. Because for so long, there's always imagery of foundational Black Americans taking L's and people making memes of it, right? People finding any opportunity to discredit our triumphs. And that's what we're starting to see now. More of these people coming out of the woodworks, trying to discredit the delineation movement, trying to discredit our lineage, our actual family lineage. People are trying to discredit that because of their own insecurities, right? Because of their own losses and things that they didn't go through, right? Because they didn't finish, okay? Because they didn't finish. Isn't that just the greatest metaphor that could ever be put, all right? Because they didn't finish, right? We finish. We don't wait. We take what's ours. We finish. We are finishers. That's what we do, okay? As foundational Black Americans, it is about finishing, right? And that's what I wanted to make this topic about today when I speak about keeping our eyes on the prize, right? Because there's so many different factions of people who are coming out of nowhere trying to attack our lineage, trying to attack who we are as people. And we have to continue to stay focused because there is a bigger play at hand right now. We cannot wait. We cannot mess around with these very, circular conversations, right? These conversations that aren't going anywhere because a lot of people, for better or for worse, they're mad, okay? They're mad that we are finally taking ownership of who we are. They're mad because we are actually taking ownership of our direction. No one else is telling us what to do anymore. We are dictating our own narrative. And mind you, it's so beautiful as well to see all these different people coming through. Hey, salute, V. Thank you for pulling up. You're always in the chat. Thank you. But it's very interesting, right? To see how so many people have come out of the woodworks to try their best to hinder, to try their best to hold back, to try their best to use our own lineage, what we have created, and then discredit it by taking it over. How can you guys tell us what to do when we're the creators? How can you guys tell us what culture is when we are the culture? How can you guys tell us anything when we never ask nobody for shit, right? We never ask nobody for nothing. All foundational Black Americans have done over and over is continue to prove ourselves and our worth. And it's unfortunate because now we see so many people who have found their heart, right? To go out here and use our name, use our lineage, talk down on us for clicks, talk down on us for views, right? And I know y'all noticed it too. I'm not the only one who's been noticing this, right? Who's been noticing that there are so many groups who have now found their algorithm hike because they're talking down on Black Americans, right? Because they're telling us, oh, you guys don't have culture. Oh, you guys aren't this. Oh, you guys aren't that. And so for us, we like, hold up. We're going to tell you who we are, and we're not going to allow you to just sit up here and hate on us. That's what you're not going to do, because foundational Black Americans have worked so hard. We have sacrificed so much over so many generations for y'all to try to come over here and discredit us. Nah, that ain't happening no more. Those days are over. And mind you, now people are getting upset because we standing on business. Ain't that hilarious? How the fact of the matter is like, okay, foundational Black Americans now are standing on business and everybody's mad about it. Now, when you guys say something about us and we respond, now we're the bullies, right? Now we have the problem. Now we're the ones who are, going out of our way to be what they call it. Oh, we are trying to be separatists. We are trying to disassociate ourselves from the diaspora. Mind you, y'all always told us that we wasn't what we think we are, right? We're not African. We don't know where we come from, right? That was until we started doing our genealogy, right? That was until we started actually standing on business, showing people our family trees, chasing our lineage back to the indigenous people of these lands. Once we started to show that, now everybody's like, oh no, now y'all trying to be fake pretendians and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? It's too late now, or the damage has been done. Everybody else has gone out of their way to hate and discredit. So then we was like, well, then F it, man. And mind you, now it even goes further to where now we're gatekeeping, right? We're now starting to stand on business for people who we see are the ones who you guys are taking advantage of, right? We now starting to go out of our way to protect our people, to protect our assets, to protect our intellectual property. Now we have made a specific push to say, nah, man, this is our culture. Y'all can focus on y'all culture. And if you want to be a part of our culture, you cannot disrespect us, because if you are, we're going to make sure we expose you. And we don't care anymore. There's too much time that has been spent from us trying to be accepted by others, from us trying to connect with other people of the diaspora, other people who are quote unquote people of color. We've tried so hard over so long. And just to constantly be sent or pushed or made to feel less than, those days are over, man. We're done. We're done. We understood the assignment. We said, you know what? We're the ones who are pushing the culture. We're the ones who are cultivating this community. There's no way that y'all could disrespect us no more, because we run this. And like I always say right here on this channel, foundational Black Americans run the internet. We run social media. Everything we do, we set the trend, right? We're the ones who take these things to the next level, right? We're the ones who have made it clear that if you guys don't get on code with us, then you're not going to be able to live. You're not going to be able to eat off of our table. It's over. Those days are done. All right. For y'all who want to just play the fence and try your best to, kowtow and make other people feel comfortable, we done with that. That's done. We going ahead and we moving forward, because what? We're keeping our eyes on the prize. There's bigger things at stake here. Like what? Reparations. Okay. Like what? An anti-Black hate crime bill. Okay, like what? Like foundational Black Americans getting into Congress, getting into the presidency, getting into these type of positions that are necessary for the growth of our communities. It's not just about, oh, we just get on the internet to talk. No, there are real foundational Black Americans making actual progress to what? Push our narrative forward and take care of our people. I have many videos on this channel specifically where there are certain legislations that are being passed specifically for foundational Black Americans, okay? Right here in the Los Angeles County. So don't y'all try to just discredit, because the focus is still eyes on the prize, y'all. We still have things that we need to accomplish. And mind you, social media is a part of how we're going to get there. This is how we are able to connect. This is how we are able to speak to our people directly with no cut. All right. Because the media is going to do what the media does. It's already, we understand that it is run by the white dominant society. So for us, we have to now continue to build from the grassroots, right? From the independent. And then once we start to build on those independents, we start to what? Collaborate. It's a beautiful thing to see so many different foundational Black American channels and so many foundational Black American content creators linking up, so many people getting behind what Tariq's doing, so many people contributing to the Hidden Colors and all these other things that are happening right now in real time. Obviously, I'm trying to make my own, lane and do my own thing. But yes, this is a part of this collaboration amongst our people. We don't need all these other groups. And I will continue to say that, because my thought process may be a little bit more radical than others, but that's just how I feel. We do not need anybody else. We are all we got, and that's all we need. Okay? Because nobody else is going to be able to do it for us. So we have to do it ourselves independently. All right? And this brings up the next person, Mr. Tenderism. Let's give a round of applause for all the foundational Black Americans who stood on business for Mr. Tenderism. All right, let's give a round for all of the Black American people who have stood on business for Mr. Tenderism to get him to where he is today. Look at him shining, y'all. Look at him shining. Salute. You feel me? This is his moment, and he deserves it, okay? Because at the end of the day, we've seen this story so many times. We've seen this story so many times of people just like Mr. Tenderism, who created something special, who created something unique, who has a specific skill set in what he does when it comes to barbecue, okay? Smoking meats and marketing himself to the masses. We have seen this story so many times end in a very, very tragic way. So it is a beautiful thing to see Mr. Tendernism getting the recognition and the love that he deserves, because we are a part of that. Okay, salute. Yes, indeed. A round of applause for Mr. Tendernism being able to escape the plantation. Okay, metaphorically speaking, however you want to say it. Okay, we did this. We helped him move out of there, being able to raise money for him, being able to bring his profile to exactly where it should be. The owner could have did what he was supposed to do, right? Which was give Keith Lee a direct line to this man so that he can build. It could have built his business. He could have got behind the face of the business, the one who created it. But no, that is not in their nature. Okay, that is not in their nature. So naturally, Mr. Tendernism had to go on and do his own thing. And once he did that, we saw him blow up. Okay, we saw this. So I want to talk about him. He just did I think this was like today or yesterday. He just did a show with Miss, the sister Sherry Shepherd, and she had him on to feature Mr. Tendernism. A beautiful thing, because what this does is this exposes him to the mainstream. Okay, a lot of people who aren't on social media, who aren't on TikTok, who aren't on YouTube, they are now going to be exposed to Mr. Tendernism and his skill set, right? So let's look at the interview for Mr. Tendernism. And like I said, a round of applause for all of the foundational Black Americans who stood on business and who did not allow him to be taken advantage of, who went out of their way to make sure that he got what he deserves, which is his moment right now. So let's hear it.
Internet, who's been fascinating me for weeks, and his name is Walter Johnson. But to the internet, he is affectionately known as Mr. Tendernism. And so he was a pit master at a restaurant who went viral for his reaction to how tender the meat was. So whenever the meat fell off the bone, he called it tendernism.
All right. So look, this word has never been created in the history of barbecue until Mr. Walt Johnson got up there and did it right off the dome, because we already know, like I told y'all, foundational Black Americans are the culture. Everything we do is a trend. Okay. When we start something, everybody else follows suit. So naturally, when he creates the word tendernism, he creates the ideology behind what tender meat from what a slow smoking barbecue process that he created. Okay. Now listen, that part will get left out a little bit because I'm kind of a barbecue snob. Obviously, if you go on my channel, you'll see plenty of videos of me doing my own barbecue. Okay. I've been cooking since I was 18 years old. I have a very specific skill set. So when I saw him blowing up, I was like, okay, this is great. But then I started to see that little man in the background. And I said, oh, we're going to have a problem here. But then as it started to grow, we started to see that he started to shine. And you can never hold the foundational Black American down, bro. You can't hold us down. We here and we ain't going nowhere, and we're constantly going viral because of the things that we create and the things that we do. Okay. Can you imagine how many years this man has been in a food position, making barbecue his whole life? Okay. And that's why so many people, like me included, saw a lot of our family members in Mr. Walt. Okay. We saw what that uncle vibe means to us, especially in the foundational Black American community, because who was always on the barbecue? Who's always over there cooking? Unc. All right. It's all about Unc. So naturally, we had an immediate affection and also a recognition of something that we could see because we've been looking at it our whole lives. All right. American Texas style barbecue. All right. My family is directly comes from a lineage right there in Clarksville, Texas. So I already have that in my whole spirit, y'all. Okay? Is this who I am? This is who we are.
I think we playing though. See this brisket here? I'm trying telling y'all about tenderness. So if it, boy, look here, this is tendernism at its best. I'm trying to tell y'all,
Okay,
well, this is what it don't get no tender.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody to get on down.
Oh my God. It ain't gonna hurt nobody to get on down. Now he looks like he been smoking that meat 40 days and 40 nights.
All right. And so that's a great point because a lot of people don't understand this. The skills, why they say, oh man, the food tastes different when Black people created. Yeah, because a lot of these recipes and processes were passed down. Okay. This was passed down from our uncles, our grandparents, our great grandparents from the South. Okay. These things that they told us was slop, we made it into delicacies. Okay. A specific style of food and creation. We're the ones who did this. Hey, salute FBA for life. FBA all day. You already know, my brother. Salute to all my FBA family. You know what I'm saying? We all family. We know that. But yeah, so I'm going to continue. Barbecue, in retrospect, was a process that was created by us from things that we were considered scraps. You feel me? Pork, chickens, they weren't even considered for the white slave owners. Okay. So for us having to make the most out of nothing, making something out of nothing, that is who we are. Foundational Black Americans represent something out of nothing. We have created this from nothing. And so naturally, when she says it looks like he did that for 40 days and 40 nights, hell yeah. For 40 years, probably, Mr. Walt has been cooking and making tendernism his thing. Okay. 40 years, 40 plus years, probably. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get these type of skill sets overnight. And you can't even teach it to somebody who would just, oh, here's the recipe. Just because you got the recipe don't mean you got the sauce, baby. And that's just facts. It's a different taste buzz that we have. It's a different ideology that we have when it comes to how we cook and how we prepare. That can't be taught. Like I said, this is generational. Every generation, these recipes and these processes have been passed down. And that's why when it comes to barbecue, Black Americans, we dominate this shit, man. We dominate. We dominate it. We dominate this shit. That's just what we do, man. Dominate.
Well, people from all over the country went to this restaurant to try the food, and they wanted to meet Mr. Tendernism. But then things took a turn when food critic and social media star Keith Lee went to the restaurant. He tried to leave Mr. Johnson a $4,000 tip, but the restaurant wouldn't let him keep it. So the story blew up online, and shortly after that, Mr. Johnson and the restaurant, they parted ways. When I tell you fans were furious, they were furious. They donated to his GoFundMe, and they spread awareness about his situation. So just the other day, Mr. Johnson had the opportunity to cook for the Ron Isley. He did.
All right. And like I said, a round of applause for all of my foundational Black brothers and sisters for making this happen. All right. For making this happen. Salute to y'all because you guys are a part of this. Okay. His come up, we are directly connected to that because we saw the play. We saw it from a mile away. We already knew what was going to happen. So we said, hey, Walt, man, you need to make sure that you trademark that word. You need to make sure that you trademark what you're doing because we know old boy in the background, he look like he trying to be in the front now. It look like he trying to take credit for what you created. And so rightfully so, another foundational Black American lawyer stepped in and made sure that he was able to get that trademark when he was able to separate himself from those destination people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to mention their name because, you know, I'm real petty like that. Like I don't want them to even get any shine. So I'm just gonna call them people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, once he got away, like they said, he was able to get these type of opportunities where you got a legend, okay, a legend, a rock and roll and R&B soul legend like Ron Isley, man. Y'all don't know nothing about no Ron Isley. Let me tell you something. Y'all know nothing about no Ron Isley. Y'all don't. Y'all really don't understand how much of a GOAT he is, okay? I have a picture right behind me of Jimi Hendrix, all right? There would be no Jimi Hendrix without the Isley brothers. And let's keep it a buck because he said it himself. Y'all don't know nothing about no Ron Isley. Y'all don't. Y'all really don't. But let me tell you something. This is legendary for him. This is his demographic. This is his age group. These are the people that he needs to be working for because these are the people who are going to appreciate what he brings to the table, who are going to appreciate what he does, who are going to appreciate the processes and the time that it takes to reach that level of tenderness.
Now, one thing I got to say, first of all, Ron Isley and Mr. Tendernism, now you know good and well it was a bunch of watch out there now.
Come on.
What you say there?
This is who we are, man. You know what I'm saying? The cookout, right? Everybody talk about the cookout. Everybody talk about the cookout, right? But the cookout is a foundational Black American staple. This is what we do. So naturally, when we see Unc and we see how he's moving, this is a part of our culture. This is what we create. All right. And this is how we do this. Hey, salute. Dope perspective. Yeah, this is real, man, because a lot of people don't understand this. And from my perspective, and I hope everybody who's here, y'all subscribe to the channel. All right. We're trying to grow over here. So make sure you subscribe. But the perspective is from a real place, a place of family, a place of lineage, a place of heritage. All right. Foundational Black Americans, this is who we are. The cookout, all that, what you're speaking on, that is a part of our vernacular. That is a part of our comfort zone. And that's why when people talk about, oh, don't invite so-and-so to the cookout, we got to mean it. We got to mean it. We got to actually mean it. No, you cannot be a part of this because this is our culture and we are protecting it. And that's why I mentioned earlier, I'm so proud of the Foundational Black Americans who are gatekeeping, who are not allowing these people to just infiltrate into our spaces and places, our comfort zones, where we actually build, where we're actually able to be our true selves. We don't have to fake and be somebody that we're not to make everybody else feel comfortable. All right. The confidence that it takes to be at a cookout, especially with Black men, all right, is different. We move different. We talk to each other different. Don't let it be some cards on the table. Don't let it be some dominoes out there. Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt. Black masculinity is different. We don't move like everybody else. Okay. So naturally for us, when I see this type of stuff, I know this is a representation of our culture and heritage, and it should be protected. And not only that, it should be put up in museums. It should be held up just like fine art. Okay, because it is. All right. The value that we put on these type of things is based on what we choose to, not everybody else, because everybody else sees the value, but they try to discredit it so that they can take advantage of it. All right. Does that make sense to you guys? If I see something that's extremely valuable, I want a piece of it. What am I going to try my best to do? I'm going to try my best to preserve it. I'm going to try my best to put it up at the highest level possible. But to them people, they're extortionists. They are vampires. And that's why the movie Sinners was so powerful to Foundational Black Americans, because it represents everything that we talk about. Don't come in this house, because when you come in here, you are going to suck the blood of all the culture that is inside here that needs to be protected and valued because we value it. And that's what they want. They want that shine that we have, that flicker in our eye, the way that we wear shit, okay? The way that we present ourselves, the way we talk, the way we act. Everything that we do as Foundational Black Americans, everybody else is looking at it from the fishbowl perspective. They're watching us, trying their best to emulate, trying their best to imitate, trying their best to take it away from us and say it's theirs. A colonizer mindset doesn't just die, okay? It continues throughout generations. And that's what we see every day, the colonizer mindset. And that's why Mr. Tendernism had to get up out of there, because of that colonizer mindset. They can't help who they are. They can't help it. And just like us as foundational Black Americans, we got to protect our Mr. Tendernisms.
You don't know nothing about this. Oh, sookie now. So Ron Isley is dancing, so you know the food has got to be. When you start dancing, you know it's good. And now Mr. Johnson has become a full-blown social media sensation. He is finally getting the attention that he deserves. So this goes to show you that when people do you wrong, you don't have to get them back, because what God has for you will always be for you. Always. And y'all, guess what? Mr. Tendernism, he is here today. And I hope he brought some of those ribs with him. Come on out, Walter Johnson.
Ain't he fresh? Okay. This can't be taught. Okay. The style, the grace, the understanding of the moment. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. No more window shopping. Salute 100%. Thank you. No more window shopping. They cannot continue to infiltrate our spaces, trying to window shop, trying to take from what we got and create. Because we the culture. Like I said, foundational Black Americans, we are the culture. No one can do it like we do it. All right. Look at that suit. Look at the combinations. Okay. Look, man, I'm just letting this play.
What it do?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, now how you doing today?
Oh my goodness, that was so fun. So Mr. Tendernism, like your Tendernism meat. It is, and he fine too, ain't he, ladies?
Oh, y'all watch that now, girl.
All right. Pinstriped out. You feel me? Pinstriped out with the beret. You know what I'm saying? It don't hit the same with everybody else. It doesn't. And this is who we are. Style, grace, precision, understanding. You feel me? Being able to be ourselves. This is who we are. All right. I don't come on here ever trying to, be something that I'm not. Everybody who know me, they know me. When y'all see me dressing like this is how I dress every day. Okay. This is how I move every day. This is who I am. I don't fake this shit. All right. So when I see this is a representation of who we are. Style. All right. We ain't just going to come with nothing soft. We going to come with some grace, some style, some actual sauce. This is what sauce look like. Okay. Salute. Happy for him. Saying I'm very happy for Mr. Tendernism, because in the real world, we understand, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Black men, they not here for too long. The lifespan of Black men is slowly dwindling. 65 years old is the average. So when I see the older Black men who are finally reaching their goals and finally getting able to live out their dreams, we need to protect these men and give them the best life possible until they get up out of here, man, because we already know what they up against. We already know the odds are stacked up. And it's so great to see him get his moment, man, because he deserves this. He created it. He's the one who should be able to benefit from it. Him and his family, okay? And I hope that whoever is behind him, including the lawyer, I hope that they continue to make sure that they push his business in the right way, that they protect his business. And as well, if anybody else trying to take advantage, they asking sue. I hope it all happens. I really do.
Hey.
So now your meat has gone viral. You've got millions of fans, including Busta Rhymes and Steve Harvey. Did you ever think that you'd become America's new favorite unk?
No, I did not. I didn't have no favorite on time. No, I didn't. Girl, look at here.
Well, I want to congratulate you on getting the rights to your word Tendernism. It is yours.
Thank you.
Facts. It's his. No one else. Okay. No one else created this. No one else built the buzz around that word. It was not created until he started it. So it's very, very important that we show these things as a metaphor, right? If you are a creative person, if you are a content creator, whatever you do, make sure you trademark your stuff. All right. My stuff, Elite Media, trademarked. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take nothing from me. Everything that I have on here, I started it, I created it with my brothers. All right. So ain't no confusion. All right. But I'm part of the younger generation. We watched everybody else get their shit taken. So naturally, from my perspective, the straightening has to be correct. The business has to be on point because ain't nobody gonna take advantage of us no more as foundational Black Americans. Our intellectual property is like gold, okay? All it does is accumulate value. If we don't put value on it and everybody else can see, they will try to take advantage of it. So never take this for granted. Know your worth, foundational Black Americans. Know your worth because you are the culture. You are the ones who start everything. So always know your worth because you are millionaires. You got $1 million business right in your mind. Just go out and do it. Go out and do it.
It is yours. And I gotta ask you, how did you come up with tendernism?
I was peeling some, I could the oxtail, and it just rolled like peeling on.
Yeah.
I said, you know, that's tender. I say, no, it ain't. That's tendernism.
Hey, salute, because that's how it starts, man. We be just talking, we'll say something and it'll just grow because that's just our vernacular. We're always gonna be creative. That's just how we do it. All right, salute to Culture Media TV. Thank you for pulling up. Busta is a snake. He should stay clear of that tether. I agree, because Busta Rhymes has said some very disparaging things about foundational Black Americans. But guess what? This is a part of the opportunistic nature of what happens when we start to actually rise, okay? We're going to see this all the time. We're going to see a lot of people who are going to try to commission Mr. Tendernism's services. We're going to see that. And as foundational Black Americans, like we did with the brother who was at, the destination place, we have to continue to protect him and make sure that he's moving in the right ways. He can get that money, okay? 100%. I hope he's getting that money, but he has to be careful. You are right completely, Miss Culture Media TV, because he has to be careful because now the game starts again. The vultures are going to come full-fledged now. They're going to go out of their way now to try their best to get in the way of the momentum. So it is on not only us, but Mr. Tendernism's team to do the necessary due diligence to make sure that they insulate him so that he is not taken advantage of again. Okay? Because we already saw what happened with the destination guys, all right? They was on that BS. We already seen that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So I gotta ask you, what is next for you?
I got a few, I got pop-ups.
Oh, you got pop-ups?
Yeah, then I got brand coming up.
Okay.
And hey, I just want to tenderize the whole world.
Hey. Salute, man.
They don't make cat daddies like this. They don't. You one of a kind. Now I got to talk about the ribs. Now I know that your meat slips right off the bone. So how do you get your meat so tender?
You got to do it slow. You got to have love for it.
That's right.
Hey, it'll be all right.
And then
and that's the point. Like I said, these processes, when it comes to barbecue and cooking, these were passed down generationally through foundational Black American families, okay? We have, for generations, been the cooks in the kitchen for all of the white slave owners, for all of the colonizers over many generations, okay? Soul food specifically has been so influential on the entire world, all right? We can reference all the way to Korea. When people like my grandfather were over there fighting in the wars, they were also teaching them over there how to fry chicken. Now there's a whole Korean fried chicken style. No, It was because of foundational Black American soldiers who were over there teaching them how to cook. Okay. So when he talks about the process of how to get the meat tender, that is something that is a generational pass down for many a years. Okay. The low and slow processes of smoking meat, that was invented by foundational Black Americans. The white folks, they wasn't cooking. So they cannot have any type of hold on that when we were the ones who created it. And like I said, we're the trendsetters. We're the recipe creators. We're also the ones who are putting it down. So we have to continue to protect our recipe and our sauce, because we already saw what they tried to do. They tried to take his recipes and then use him and then get out of the way. No, not going to happen. On our watch.
All right.
Hey, boy, look at here. That's what I'm talking about.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe, man.
All
I'm trying
right,
to grow
so
over here, man.
I gotta
We need y'all
try
to
all
subscribe
this
to the channel.
tendernism. It is okay.
Salute.
Would you mind like cutting me?
Now, yeah, I'm gonna cut you a little bit pieces here. Let me see. This one here might be
Oh,
wait, that don't count. That don't count. Wait a minute, I got
okay,
another.
all right.
Let me see something.
Zoom in.
Let me see something.
The people yelling in the back, though.
Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee.
We'll keep on.
Can I take a little bit?
Yeah.
Look at the fat content. Look at the striation of the meat. You can't do that without being a master of what you do. And however you may feel about Mr. Tendernism, he is a master smoker, okay? He is a master barbecue master, okay? He has created a lane for himself, and he deserves all the recognition that is coming to him now. And 100%, like I said, I'm so proud of foundational Black Americans going out of their way. Hey, you right. He just needs to say secret recipe and keep it moving. You right. Because what I've also seen, and salute to you, Miss Lanita, what I've also seen is that more foundational Black Americans are getting on code with not sharing information enough. And I love that. I love that. I love that perspective, because now it's starting to get a little bit more intricate. And so for us, now we have to start being more strategic in what we share, what we talk about, and then the things that we are putting out on the internet, because a lot of people are starting to try to take from what we already creating. You dig? And so naturally, we have to be a lot more careful and a lot more strategic. So thank you, Miss Lanita, because that is so true. He definitely needs to start saying, hey, this is a secret recipe. I'm the only one who's in possession. This is how I do it. Nobody else is going to be able to create this. And hey, hopefully the people around him continue to pass these messages, because they on social media. So it ain't no excuse for him not to know, hey, man, make sure when you guys are talking about how you do this, secret recipe.
Help me take like girl, do your
Oh
thing.
my God.
Eat it slow, so you don't have to eat it no more.
Oh, let me put
He
it
said
out. Sorry.
eat it slow so you don't have to
There
eat
we
it
go.
no more.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, now, that's what I'm talking about. Hey,
Oh my gosh, this is some tendernism right here.
that's what I'm.
Oh my gosh, this is like absolutely amazing. Okay, so I got you a gift. I got you a good work. So we got, look at this. We got a tendernism apron.
Booyah.
And it says, it's got your catchphrase. You don't need no teeth for this meat.
I try and tell you, no teeth for the meat.
Mr. Johnson, I want to say thank you for being here, and you got so much going on. I want to wish you all of the blessings with your upcoming business. And for more info on Mr. Tendernism, y'all go to SherryShowTV.com. Go to the pop-up, support Mr. Tendernism.
And that's what we need. You feel me? More support. We continue to support the brother. And as we continue to support him, like I said, eyes on the prize, foundational Black Americans. No more times are we going to sit around and allow any of these things to happen when there is an actual goal. The goal is gatekeeping, protecting our Mr. Unks, protecting our tendernisms. Okay. making sure that anything that we create, it stays insulated. And we are the ones who are able to benefit from it. Okay? That's just real talk. Hey, salute to American Ninja. Man had Ronald Isley smacking on ribs. Uncle Legend, 100%. He's on his way. He is on his way. And like I said, it is all because of y'all, okay? Because of foundational Black Americans who stood on business and did not allow him to be taken advantage of. So a round of applause to all of you guys. A round of applause, okay? A round of applause, because y'all deserve the credit. You guys were the ones who did this, and y'all deserve to feel good about this, all right? This is a good story, all right? Because we saw things were getting a little tricky at one point. We didn't really know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? It looked like he might have been stuck, but thankfully, he got out of there, you know what I'm saying? Get out is a real thing, right? He definitely get into the bag. He definitely get into the bag, and he deserves it. Okay, his family deserves it. They deserve to maximize everything out of this word, out of this specific recipes that he's created. They deserve to get everything from this. They deserve it, because nobody else should be able to benefit from this except him and us as foundational Black Americans. All right, we got to support him. When he having pop-ups, we got to pull up. When everything goes in, we are definitely going to make sure we're there. Salute, Miss Lanita. Salute. Salute my brother, American Ninja. Salute to you, brother. Thank you. Hey, salute to Queen Nurse. She says, FBA, we are powerful in numbers, 100%. No one can stop us. Nobody can stop us if we keep our eyes on the prize, okay? And this is why I wanted to talk about this, because this is a great metaphor for us to make sure that we continue to grow and protect and gatekeep for ours, for our own, y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe, man, because I need y'all help, okay? I need to make sure that I'm growing this channel so we can continue to bring these stories to the forefront, and y'all can be able to enjoy one another right here on my channel. So make sure you guys subscribe, man. Salute. Hey, Across Culture Wars, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And make sure you subscribe, brother. Make sure you guys are tapped in with me, because right here on Elite Media, we're going to keep cooking on these type of topics every freaking day. This is what I do, man. Salute. Thank you, V. V know what's up. Sub, thank you, man. Thank you so much, American. Thank you. Hey, V, she been here for a minute. V know what's up. Hey, make sure you guys continue to subscribe, man, because, you know, YouTube will do very weird things to our type of channels, specifically independent media like me and my brothers. So make sure that we are tapped in, because if we tapped in, can't nobody stop us. Like they said, can't nobody stop us. We are powerful in numbers. No one can stop us if we support each other. Okay, we all we got, and we all we need. You feel me? That's just what it is. All right. So I got another story for y'all, because I'm gonna keep cooking. You know what I'm saying? I done been off for a few days, because like I said, I run my own business, so I be having to get to the money. But since I got time today, we gonna keep it cooking. Oh, my bad, V. I screwed to you though, man. Yes, salute, V. Thank you. So let me pull this one up now. All right. So boom, Kyrie Irving. Salute to the brother Kyrie Irving. He has changed his X profile to the Black American Heritage flag. Listen, man, Kyrie been tapped in for a minute. Kyrie's been tapped in for a minute. And I will repeat, Kyrie has been tapped in for a minute. Okay? He has been tapped in for a very long time with us. And so naturally, Kyrie knows what's up. Kyrie knows his lineage. Kyrie knows where he comes from. Kyrie has knowledge of self. And so naturally, Kyrie is going to go out of his way to always make sure that he does these little cryptic confirmations, right? Y'all know what happened when he posted that link, okay? Them 24 karat people, came for him. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when he said no to the jab, right? Y'all remember when he said no to the jab, and then as well, he posted that link, Hebrews to Negroes. We know what's up. We know what's up, man. Mike TV. I don't know, but salute to you, brother. I hope you subscribe. I think his name is D Scales. D Scales, salute to you, man. Mike TV. I don't know what that means, but salute to you, bro. But yeah, Kyrie tapped in since day one. Okay. Kyrie goes out of his way to make sure that he uses his platform to send messages that only we would understand. All right. We saw that and we immediately knew, hey, yo, Kyrie tapped in. Kyrie tapped in because Kyrie knows who he is. Kyrie is tapped in with the ancestors. Kyrie knows who he is. Okay. Native American blood, indigenous blood, not no African. Okay. Not no African. All right. Tapped in with who he is as a indigenous Indian or Native American of this country. All right. I come specifically from a lineage of Cherokee and Muskogee. All right. That is my lineage. Okay. Kyrie, he has his own lineage. I think it's Choctaw. All right. So he has his own tribe that he is tapped into. Okay. Kyrie knows who he is. He understands his lineage. All right. And that's what are we talking about, man? Hey, the real versus the fake. That's facts. The real versus the fake. The real indigenous of this land is us. The real indigenous people of America is us. We've been here. They done try to play us so many times, and we ain't gonna sit back and allow it. Hey, thank you so much, my brother Bay. Salute to you, brother. Thank you. Preach. I got to, because you already know who we are. Everybody knows who we are. Kyrie know what's up. All right. Kyrie know what's up. Kyrie been typed in for a very long time. And I knew when he was going through all those little, back and forths with them 24 karat people. Okay. When he posted that link, Hebrews to Negroes. Yeah. Yeah. The Most High. Yeah. 12 tribes of Judah. Yeah. Kyrie tapped in for real. And it's important, like I said, that we stay locked in as foundational Black Americans. Okay. Eyes on the prize, y'all. Stay locked in. Don't let them dictate anything around this bitch. Nothing. They will never be able to dictate who we are. They will never be able to tell us who we are ever again. Never. Those days are over. Okay. If you are a part of those 12 tribes of Judah and you understand the prophecy, this is all in the prophecies. We are now in the awakening. All right. And a lot of people want to act like it's not happening. That's fine. But you cannot ignore it anymore. All these nations going to war, all this stuff that's coming out now, all this information that is readily available to us. There is no excuse for you to not know who you are anymore. And you cannot dictate anything when it comes to foundational Black Americans ever again. Straight up. Salute to American Ninja. He says, mine just says indigenous. I haven't been able to identify the tribe yet. All right. So what I could tell you to do, if you can, go on ancestry.com. Okay. Ancestry.com is a great source to figure this out for yourself, to know exactly what tribe you came from and who you are. Okay. So American Ninja, I suggest you start that. Start talking to your parents, start talking to your grandparents, your aunts and your uncles. Collect as much data and as much information that you can to be able to put it together so that you can know who you are and where you came from, because you will find it. Trust me when I tell you that. You will find it. Okay. Salute to Queen Nurse. Get on code and stay on code. Right. Ain't no other way. Ain't no other way. We have to stay on code. We have to stay locked in. All right. Because there is no going back. We're past the point of no return, guys. There is no more going back from here. All right. There is no more going back. Everything that we do from here forward is all about continuing to push our narrative and making sure that any false narratives are called out. Okay, anybody who's trying to go around here, these Godfreys of the world, these Dr. Umars of the world, Akbar and 19 Keys, all these other people, these operatives, they're out. It's done. You're over. It's a wrap. No more. You're done. We are long gone are the days of us trying to be cool, trying to get to heaven because how we treat everybody else. Like I said, I'm a little bit more radical than a lot of these other dudes. So naturally, my mentality is a little different because like I said, I am a historian. This is something that I enjoy. I love history because all history does is tell us the story of who we are, where we've been, and the fact that we will never go back. Never. We saw and we are now seeing everyone exposing themselves. Everybody is exposing themselves now. And you don't think that this is not by design, then you are lost. You are a lost person. The Most High and the ancestors are interjecting themselves to expose these people. They are conjuring up those spirits of jealousy, hate. And they're telling about us being divisive? No. We have dealt with so many generations of division to where now we said, hey, you know what? We good. We good. Let us figure out what we got going on. Let us get our shit together. And then y'all could do y'all. And the moment we did that, y'all notice the moment that we chose to choose ourselves over everybody else, it's an uproar. We're xenophobic, right? We're divisive, right? But it wasn't that when y'all was doing that to us though, right? When we was trying to identify with y'all, when we was trying to find some level of lineage to a continent that we do not have lineage towards. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. Now y'all doing too much. Now it's too divisive. Now we gotta come back to the table and figure out how we can work together again. I told y'all there is no going back. We're past the point of no return now. Too much damage has been done for us to be able to be at the moment that we are in right now. Too much damage has been done. And too many Black Americans have said, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this no more. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my people. I'm going to focus on getting the bag because it's enough going on in this world that I want nothing to do with this crap. And that's how everybody should feel. All of y'all should be feeling like that as Foundation of Black Americans. Get to the bag, bro. Get to the actual real root of what is going on here. Don't let these people tell you who you are. Don't be going back and forth with them either. I'm done. I'm not going to be going back and forth with no people from the diaspora about who I am. You got me fucked up. I'm not going to be doing that no more. And I see a lot of that happening, man. It's crazy, bro. Everyone is really trying hard to stay in front of our narrative. They are. And mind you, that's strategic. Okay. And you know, salute to Brother Tariq, but he talks about this is that there is political implications that are attached to this, right? There is a lot of unsettling energy that has been created from the delineation movement. They weren't expecting this. And I mean that because when we came with this new ideology and a new way to move, this now has shifted everything, right? We saw what happened to Jasmine Crockett. Y'all saw that. I watched it. I'm not going to speak on it, though, because I already knew that was going to happen. Okay? I already knew that was going to happen because I saw from a mile away what she was doing, who she was pandering to. And I said, yeah, she's cooked. Yeah, she's cooked. Like, I don't even need to I don't even need to kick a dead body. Like she's cooked. Like, it's over for her. But she didn't see it because they're not connected. They're not locked in. They are so far removed from what's happening in the grassroots that they didn't even see it coming. I saw this coming from a mile away. I already knew that they were going to lose. I already knew that a lot of these people were going to be upset because we chose to say, nah, we good. We good. We good. Y'all can have it, bro. Y'all African for sure. Be African. But guess what? Go back to Africa and fix your countries. Go back to wherever you came from and do what you're supposed to do over there. Don't come over here where we built it and try to dictate anything that we're doing. Go where you came from and handle that. That's all we said. That's all we said. If you want to talk about what we got going on, go handle what you got going on over there. Don't come over here dictating nothing to foundational Black Americans, because we built this. Everything that y'all are able to do, and the whole reason that y'all even be able to come here is because of foundational Black Americans. The blood, sweat, tears that all of our ancestors put in these lands for generations, hundreds, years, thousands of years. If y'all know, thousands of years. If you know, you know. For thousands of years, what we've been doing. Okay? They're desperate. Salute, Sean. They are desperate because they know they can't control us no more, bro. We off the leash. You know what I'm saying? We off the leash, bro. They can't control us no more, dog. It's a wrap. We're off the leash now. Can't nobody control us. We control the narrative. We control the culture. We tell them what to do, not the other way around no more. They want to get on here and have these panels talking to themselves. What is that going to do? That does nothing. Go talk to yourselves about fixing your countries. Don't talk about us amongst yourselves and then at the same time be upset when we riding on y'all. Let's keep it a buck. In them comment sections, I be seeing the foundational Black Americans be cooking their ass every single time because y'all can't have these conversations about us and think that we not finna say nothing. You're crazy. You're desperate. You're desperate. Just like Sean said, you're desperate. And that's what we're starting to see now. We're starting to see now how much this has shifted the entire world, man. Everybody delineating, not just foundational Black Americans. We just chose to make sure that we voiced it and we let y'all know, nah, we good, bro. Don't come over here trying to tell us nothing. Don't come over here trying to tell us who we are when we can know and we can actually look at our genealogy and our family trees and say, hey, bro, no, actually, I don't see any connection. All I see is indigenous roots right here in this land. That's what I see. You feel me? Salute to Lanita. She says, that's why the world was saying the Black Americans are waking up. Now they're crashing out because, listen, man, when we went through what happened to our young brother Trayvon Martin, and we was fighting out here tooth and nail for police brutality and the mistreatment of a lot of Black Americans, okay? Sandra Bland and Orlando Castile, when we was out here running on these streets, riding on everybody who had a problem, right? It was all good, right? It's cool, man. Black lives don't matter, all that stuff that they were saying. You feel me? All lives matter. We took it on the chin. Kept pushing for what we wanted. We saw, okay, bet. These organizations ain't doing nothing for us. Who's running these organizations? Oh, wait, they not foundational Black Americans? I'm telling you, this has been happening for a long time. And I want y'all to understand, I've been a part of a lot of think tanks, a lot of what a lot of people would consider the conscious community. Okay, I'm from LA. We right here in LA. So there is a huge conscious community here. And since 2009, okay, I've been tapped in with a lot of these conversations. And so for this now to fast forward into what now we're dealing with the whole regime of Donald Trump and how the voting went and how we started to actually see the numbers of it. Black Americans said, we good, bro. We know now what we've always known. And now let's make sure that we voice it so then we can all be on code. Okay? We all got on code and understood, man, nah, they're actually working against us, that we actually don't have any allies. And so once we started to voice that, once we started to say, you know what, it's time for us to focus on us. It's time for us to lock in on our lineage. Everything changed. And I cannot say this enough. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all don't even understand how proud I am of y'all, man, because this is one of the main reasons why I started to get more vocal and I started to put myself out there more on social media, because for a long time, I had all this information in my head and I knew I had to share it in some capacity. And the moment just opened itself up for me. That's a part of this. Timing plus preparation equals opportunity. Okay? Timing plus preparation equals opportunity. Okay? And this opportunity that a lot of foundational Black Americans are in right now, and the fact that we're able to use social media, we're able to use our platforms to shift narratives, to debunk false narratives, to call out the bullshit. This is our time, and we cannot blow it. We have to stay locked in, guys. We have to keep our eyes on the prize, okay? And what is the prize? The prize, reparations in cash payments and land grants. Anti-Black hate crime bills. We need that. Not only that, we need foundational Black Americans to start getting in Congress, to start getting in local government, to start getting in big government. And that is happening. I'm tapped in with a lot of foundational Black Americans who are making the push to get into the local communities here in Long Beach, Compton, and as well Los Angeles. I'm tapped in with these people. All right. As I grow my platform, this is the direction that we will make sure to push. Okay. Because like I said, I'm a small business owner, so I have a lot of skin in the game here. My goal is to continue to grow this, but I cannot do this without my people. A lot of people get on here and they talk crazy. They looking for everybody else to support. I just need my foundational Black American family to support me. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Everybody else, they can find their own way. You feel me? They can pander to whoever they want to pander to. But I know exactly who supports me. Okay? I look at my family every single day, and I understand that I cannot let them down by coming on here talking crazy, because they watch my content. They consume my content, and they are so proud of me to be able to put myself out here, not be afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's why I say I'm so proud of the foundational Black Americans who are going out here unafraid, who are going out here putting it on the line, putting their neck out for everybody else. Even if that means, sometimes, like I said, they really coming at Tariq right now, man. And I feel for the brother, because all he doing is standing on business for his people. So naturally, they're going to hate, and they're going to find ways to try to, discredit and all this other stuff. But meanwhile, Dr. Umar done raised over $2 million and ain't nobody asking no questions. What's up with the school, Mr. Umar? Where the school at, man? Straight up, man. Salute to Lenita. She says they need to be sued for misrepresentation. Some think that they can't speak for us, but not be for us. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. 100%. 100%. And that's what this is about, man. Like I said, when the BLM movement was happening, when I was in Long Beach and we was a part of the organization that was pushing, you feel me, these protests, I saw how many people was trying to co-opt the movement and trying to, you feel me, discredit and take, away from the resources so that they can have it for themselves. And that's when I woke up and I said, nah, man, this don't feel right. Something not right about this. Something's not like feeling good. And now, fast forward to where we are today, it makes perfect sense, because it was never FBA. Okay? Cosplaying, trying to make sure that they could be next to us so that they could get something out of it and then dip off. You feel me? Not doing nothing for our communities, not helping us get better, not passing no legislation. We didn't get no legislation after all that stuff that we went through. Why? Because they wasn't trying to, man. Let's go. Salute to I'm a Kopudit. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that. Why is the end goal monetary? Shouldn't it be trying to keep a mom and dad together to raise a better generation? Let me go ahead and debunk what you're talking about, family. I come from a 2-parent household, brother. My entire family are all married. What you are talking about is false narratives. That is not true, family. There are a lot of Black people who are married, a lot of foundational Black Americans who are married, who are taking care of their family every single day. There are a lot of people who are part of my community who are taking care of their families. The nerve of you to come in here and try to talk about those small things when it's already been proven that foundational Black Americans come from lineages of people who are together, Black families. There wouldn't be a foundational Black American lineage if there weren't Black Americans together. Don't come on here talking crazy about what, what should be the goal monetarily. Do you not understand the history of what happened to foundational Black American families? Do you not understand the history of what they did to us? Do you not understand the history of them separating us? Do you not understand the history that it was actually illegal for Black Americans to be married? The nerve, bro. Don't come in my chat talking crazy about that, man. Don't. It stopped in the 70s. What are you talking about, bro? I'm an 80s baby. How did it stop in the 70s, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? My sister is married right now. What are you talking about, bro? My sister is married. My sister, who's only 3 years older than me, she's married. What are you talking about, bro? I can't relate to these people who just come in here spamming stuff, man. Bro, get out of here, bro. Nah, these people think YouTube stereotypes is our history. Come on, bro. Thank you, bro. Just because you seen, and let's keep it a buck. If we're gonna talk, let's talk for real. A lot of these podcasts, they are paid agents. All right. There was actual real articles that came out talking about all these little websites and all of these YouTube channels that were from different countries trying to push narratives to separate Black men and Black women. And it's still happening right now. That's why I don't get on here talking about no dating and all this other crap, bro, because it's not important. Because when I see in my real world, I see Black people together. All right. Whatever y'all want to say is y'all opinion. But when it comes to the facts and what I see in my day to day, I see Black people together. We're not going to be doing that up in here. 3 bros, all with they fam. Salute, bro. Salute, man. This is what we talking about, bro. I come from that. I come from my best friend who I started Elite Media with. His family, all of them are married. He comes from a 2-parent household. What are you talking about, bro? This stupid story, this sob story about single parent households in the Black community. There are more single parent households in the white community than there are in the Black community. What are you talking about, bro? Don't get me started, bro, on the white community and how many broken homes is in the white community. Don't get me started, bro, because I'll cook you. I will cook you, bro. I swear to God, I'll cook you, bro. I'm talking about the laws that were enacted to make it more beneficial for a single mom. Bro, this ain't no dating. This ain't no dating podcast, brother. This ain't no dating podcast, bro. We ain't talking about that. We are not talking about that, bro. Salute to Lenita. She said, I'm connecting my people from Cali to New York. Shout out from the Midwest. Let me go ahead and cook on the Midwest real quick. My dad is from Chicago, specifically Aurora, Illinois. My cousin, my dad's brother, he's married. What are we talking about? And we're the same age. My cousin, my first cousin, he is married, supports a whole family, bruh. One of the most high-ranking officers in the Navy right now. He lives in Hawaii with his family, living a great life. Never had to worry about crap. What are you talking about, bro? You're just talking, bro. You're just talking, bro. Okay, you don't care about the white community? All right, then leave, bro. Please go. We don't care about you. You're in here talking about things that don't matter to the conversation. And this is what I want you guys to see as well. This is what happens when we're over here building. When we're talking to ourselves, when we're talking amongst ourselves, they come in here trying to talk about other things, bro. Ain't nobody talking about that, bro, because we already debunked this. There's so many videos that you can go and do your own research, look at the history of Black American couples, Black American marriage rates. You will be able to find it out on your own, bruh. I'm not finna be going back and forth with you, dog. Straight up. Just because you come from a good home doesn't disapprove the fact that black families are being kept apart. Dog, there are a lot of black families who are together, not just me. I just ran down a whole bunch of people in my chat who said the same thing, who came from great American black families. What are you talking about, bro? What is your lineage? Are you black American? Based on the name, I don't even think that you're black American, bro. I don't. I can't even pronounce the name. I'm a Coop Dia. Bro, are you black American, please? Answer me that. Answer me that if you're black American, sir. Because I can already tell that you're not, bro. You're just in here spewing things about black families, and it has been debunked over and over again. You want to talk about, oh, let's put the black families together, family. There are black families together. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? Like, seriously, what are you talking about? Salute to V. He says that was something done to black families and black women. Now is not the time to bash people. That's not how you come together. We all know this. Salute, brother. Salute. Hey, for some reason, people associate black Americans with I'm just going to leave this up here so y'all can actually understand what this means, dog. Like I said, this sob story about black Americans coming from poverty and broken homes and all this stuff. Meanwhile, you guys are only just following false propaganda that was fed to you by the white dominant society in America. Because guess what? The number one broken family is the white communities. Let's keep it above. The number one broken family is the white community. The number one. Highest divorce rates, highest broken families. Most of these guys who are what you guys consider, the standard, they got multiple baby mamas all over the place. All right? Just because they white, y'all don't know that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't, but it's true. Get out of here, man. I got about 10 generations of marriage certificates. Facts. Big facts. 100%. If I go through my family tree, all I see is marriage contract, marriage certificates. Yes, that's all I see. Everybody married, everybody together. I see children, they children married, and it continues. But like I said, man, these are distraction tactics, as you guys can see. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? These distraction tactics by these people who do not know anything about the history of foundational black Americans, who do not know anything about history in general. And that's why I make sure on my channel, I'm always talking about history. I'm always referencing the real, never the fake. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all, man. This was a great stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure in conclusion, okay? In conclusion, foundational black Americans, we are locked in, okay? We're staying the course. We are keeping our eyes on the prize. We are not allowing anybody else to dictate anything around here. And I want y'all to make sure that you stay on that. Don't allow anybody to come over here and try to discredit what we got going on. Don't y'all ever allow these people to tell you who you are. And I'm going to make sure that I use my platform to keep y'all locked in, okay? So look, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, okay? If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like the video. It just helps the algorithm. It helps me stay in the algorithm, okay? It helps me grow. And if y'all support me, I'm going to definitely support y'all, all right? So salute, and make sure you guys stay tapped in, okay? Stay tapped in. I love you guys. FBA family, I love y'all. Thank you so much for this stream. I'm going to be back probably tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe around the same time, maybe like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So y'all make sure you stay locked in, man. I'm Brandon B, okay? My company is Elite Media Co. So make sure you guys support Elite Media, and I'm out. Peace.